Right, in this tutorial I'm going to try and help you out on how to add an image onto Texoft 2D Designs and do the contour around it so you can laser cut out the parts that you want. So step one, we need to get an image, which you need to find wherever you want to find. I've got an image here in Google. As you can see, I've typed in fluffy cat and then clicked on images, and it's given me a whole bunch of fluffy cats, which I need to choose one that I want to put in there. You cannot choose any of these. It needs to be a black and white drawing and a line drawing at that. So in order to do that, you need to click on this little button on the side here that says Tools, and you'll see this will pop up at the bottom. And then in Color, you need to choose black and white, and we'll give you another whole bunch of options. And then under Type over here, you need to choose either clip art or line drawing. I tend to stick with line drawing. And this will give you a whole range of images that you can choose. And these are the ones that you can copy and paste into Texoft 2D Designs in order to make it. You want to try and avoid anything with too much detail in it. Something like this got a lot of detail in it. Also, you see some of them have watermarks in it, which create some issues as well. You want a nice clean drawing. So this one looks quite clean, but there's a bit of a watermark there. The light watermark is not the end of the world, but we can work on it. So let's click on that. You can sort of see where we are at the moment with that. But quite happy with that image. Just right click on it, and I'm going to click Copy Image, and then go back to Texoft 2D Designs and right click and paste here. Straight away you can see the size of the image is quite large. Remember that this sheet that you see in the background, this is A3. So this is quite a large sheet if we want to cut that out. So bring that into the place. So the next thing we need to consider is that this needs to be the right size and it needs to be vectorized. So what we need to do next is go up here to Bitmaps, and the bottom option says Vectorize Bitmaps. Select the image that we wish to vectorize. Select Monochrome. Here with the luminescence, you can do a bit of a slider and work it out. And you can see at some point the little watermark appears. You want to get it so it's just before the watermark. Quite happy with that. Click OK and click OK again. And a few seconds later, you'll see there my image is now appeared. You'll notice all the dots have appeared back here because it's now just a black and white vectorized image. We now need to resize this. And a little thing to note is each of these dots are 1 centimeter or 10 millimeters apart. And the top of the box, I think, is 50 millimeters by about 80 millimeters. So what you could do is click on the shape here and simply draw a box around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, around about that, but you can make it slightly bigger, say that big. And what we need to do now is get this to fit inside that box. So we can do that by clicking on the corner arrows, getting it around about the size that we want. Let's again approximately. Almost there, a little bit smaller, center arrow. And that now fits in the box. We no longer need the box. The box was just there to give us a size, so we can now delete that box. And so this is the image that we wish to laser cut out and stick into our light project. However, it needs to cut out around the outside of this shape. All right, that's going to be engraved, and we need to cut out a shape. To put a line around the outside, we use what we call the contour tool, which is this little tool over here. You can see it says contour. I click on there, and then it says contour spacing. How far away from the edge of this do you want the line to be? You can kind of decide. I want to make it about 1 millimeter or slightly less. It's up to you. Click OK, and now all you need to do is click next to the shape, and you'll see there it's drawn a line all the way around the outside. All right. The next thing to note is if you do have a drawing, if there's a gap anywhere in this line, this contour will go into that gap. So you may need to just draw a little line across there to stop that using the line tool at the top over here. The other thing to note is that anything in black will be engraved, anything in red will be cut out. And obviously I want to cut out the edge of this, so I need that in red. To get that in red, I simply click, look, it says there line coal for color, and I select color, and then I want to select the custom red option. And you'll see now that's in black, so that'll be engraved, and then around the outside we'll cut that out neatly with the laser cutter. The other thing that you need to add in is at the bottom over here, we want a little block to slot into the top of the box. Now you could go and draw this in with a little block over here or a line, and then you've got to get the dimensions right. The easiest way to do it is to copy the sample that's on the Open Drive. So if we go to Open here, and we go to this PC, come down to the Open Drive, there's the Open Drive, and Design Engineering, and then come down to Year 9, LED Light, Example, and I use the one with the unicorn, Double click on that, and you can see there is the shape at the bottom over here. It's on the bottom of that one as well. That's the right dimension. Easiest thing to do is click on the arrow, copy that bottom piece over there like that, and then you right click, and well, you have to copy it, so you'd have to go Control C to copy, and click on this side, and then Control V, and you can see there it appears over there. I don't need this anymore, I just need to copy that part. I can drag that across and make that bigger, and then I can drag this around about where I want it to go. The next issue that we've got is obviously we want these lines to join up, and we don't want this piece in the middle to be there because we don't want that to cut out. So I'll find, let's zoom in a bit. We can zoom in with the plus here. Zoom in a smidge. Drag it across. See it nicely. Zoom in a bit more. So I can clearly see I want those lines to join up with there. What I can do now is if I just click on that little top box there, I can drag the lines up so that they cross over there and over there. And now I need to just basically delete this line here and these lines to that point. And to do that, we have a delete tool. Here it says delete any. If you click on it and hold it down, it gives you a whole lot of options. All right. And the best option we want is this one here, which is to the two intersections. This is like the trim entities tool on SolidWorks, basically. Click on that, and now you can see all it says is when I click on this line, it'll delete between the two closest points. Now, because this is not a straight line, there might be a whole lot of closest points. So you see, I click on that, only deletes a bit of it. You might have to go along and click and delete every one of these. It's going to take a bit of time. Dots appear, and going all click, 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 click. Unfortunately, this takes a little bit of time going around deleting, and then you can see the last one deletes to there. Then I can also delete the red line to there, and the same on this side. Yeah. And now I basically have, there's my shape that's going to slot into the bottom of the box as I need it. The last thing I can do, if I want to, is I can group these all together. And I'll just simply highlight that, and I click Control and G for group. And now when I click on it, you'll see it's one image. It sees it as one image. If I want to ungroup it again, I click on that and I click Control U, and now they'll be separate images. So Control G will group it, and Control U will ungroup it. So one image again. And that's how you do a contour around the outside, and that's now ready to be laser cut in whichever acrylic color that you want to laser cut it. I hope you found that helpful.